Dear Thally and your YouTube psychic. Card of the day. Readings. Unboxings. Your daily source for things arcane.
Hey everyone, Tirthalion, your YouTube psychic, and I am back with another video. And as you can see, I'm still in my current office. Again, reason one, I was sick for quite a while with the flu. I didn't get anything done, which is why I have to go to one video a week so I can get pretty much everything done. Now, reason number two. Reason number two, why I had to take a break from social media was the passing of my big sister. She was old enough to be my mom, and I had tons of memories of her taking me places. I can remember I was in diapers, I know that much. But she took me to the big city, which was, Louisville, and she took me to the mall. Now, an 18-year-old girl taking her 2-year-old little brother to the mall. She just took me to see, the water fountains. So, that's probably where my fascination with aquariums, fish tanks, and water features comes from. But we made a wish, threw a coin in there, and then we went shopping at some Halloween store. I just remember there were Halloween masks. Because, and I do remember this, my big sister had I want to say a weird sense of humor, but, she was what she was. Um, we were going through this Halloween store, and my attention went to something else, so I wasn't paying attention to what she was doing. And when I turned around, of course I was little, I was sitting in the bass cart, with my legs sticking out the little holes. And back then there were no seat belts for the kids. So I turn around and she's wearing this werewolf mask. And she goes, "Grrr, girl." All I remember was screaming and climbing over the back of the cart and getting into the cart itself, curling into a ball and bawling my eyes out. And I remember, well, I don't remember this, but I remember my sister telling me that some lady was in the aisle with us and she started going off on her for terrifying me the way she did. But another memory I have of her, we lived on a farm in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky. You've heard me say this 1,000 times. But anyway, we lived on a farm in the middle of nowhere. And my sister felt like she was trapped. Because where we lived was a very small town and everyone was related to everyone. So she decided she was going to take off and, start a new life in Florida. So she she didn't up and leave. She sat me down. Of course, again, I'm in diapers because I remember. And I remember her explaining to me that she was going away. That it didn't mean she loved me any less, blah, blah, blah. I was just upset with the fact that I wasn't going to see my Sissy That's Sissy, because of course I couldn't say sister, so I wasn't going to see my sissy anymore. But I understand, now. Back then I was really upset, but now I understand she had to get away to start her life, which I'm glad she did because, now I have a great niece and nephew, all of whom are grown, moved out, and living their own lives. Um, and, she was essentially, she was like a second mom to me. Um, Eventually, she moved back to Kentucky, and she started noticing things about me that I didn't notice about myself. And, you know, growing up in my household, which I've went through in a previous video, um, there was no love or support for gay people, or it was very homophobic situation. Um, Back then it was horrible, it was detrimental. However, it did shape the person that I grew up to become. Now, my big sister, she started noticing, and she kept saying things to me like, um, you know, they're, they don't mean what they're saying, and, um, you know, we love you no matter what, and, you know, you can be yourself around me. Um, and, you know, 12-year-old boy living in a homophobic family, or homophobic household, I should say. Terrifying. I was like, I ain't gay, I don't know what you're talking about. With the head bob, and I wasn't very, I didn't hide it very well. Well, time goes on, I come out to my sister. Of course, I've told this story, in a previous video. Um, but I just wanted to, let you guys know that it's, what she meant to me. Um, Eventually, she moved back to Florida. Um, you know, she was a biker chick, so, she wanted to be where, you know, apparently there are a lot of bikers there. Um, but she wanted to be back in Florida, so she moved back. Um, and then, during the course of the years, our father got sick and died. Um, our brother got sick and died. Our mother got sick and died. And then, throughout all that, my sister did end up with ovarian cancer, which was removed. She was cleared. And she had breast cancer, um, which she said was removed and cleared. And then she moved back to Florida, and apparently her breast cancer came back. Now, I don't know the specifics because, of course, she moved to Florida, and girl, I don't go to Florida for many reasons. But from what she told me, she was going to the doctor. They were going to do a double mastectomy. After her double mastectomy, she was going for chemo and all that. Um, to help prolong her life because, of course, she had stage 4 at that point. Um, but come to find out, that's not exactly what was going on. From what I understand, all that was a lie, and she was just trying to live out her life without us trying to tell her what to do. Because that's one thing about my family, you don't tell us what to do. But anyway, in July, I got a phone call from my little sister telling me that our big sister was found dead in her home, and that, that was a lot to take. Not that my little sister was calling me and telling me this, but that, Sissy was gone. So, you may think, you've grown up, moved away, and, your lives have changed. You and your brothers and sisters have, went your separate ways, living your lives, doing your own thing. You mean a lot more to people than you actually think you do. Not that, she didn't feel like she was adequate enough or fit into our family anymore. I don't know what she thought. I just know that, she was my big sissy, and I loved her to death. And I, was looking forward to seeing her again. But with the world the way it is now, she was cremated, and eventually she will be brought back and laid to rest in her plot, which is a stone's throw from our parents' plot. I've gone through the stages of grief with everyone in my family that's passed away. Let's see. Dad, brother, mother, grandmother, sister. When I was little, there were people that passed away. Both my grandfathers, but I don't remember them, like, at all, except for my dad's dad, and that one we're not talking about. But, I've been through all the stages of grief, with all of them. And, that's another video that I'm planning on doing is, going over, grief, what it means, all the stages, and all that good stuff, so that, I've got that information out there, and if you have issues with grief, maybe or hopefully it can help you out. Yep, I am done with today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my content. Again, currently I'm only going to be doing one video a week, so I will get to you as soon as I can. As far as like comments, I'm like Johnny on the spot. Because it all comes to my phone, I can do it from there. But thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in that next video.
Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my content and like this video. Want more? Feel free to order your own personal reading at www.tirthalion.com. That's TIRTHALION.com. Don't forget to click the bell icon so that you're notified every time I upload a video.